Today we're going to be reacting to I Learned Illegal Skills.
Stealing a stranger's phone without them knowing. Breaking
That's illegal. You can't do that.
Washing!
into and hot wiring a car. Picking a lock and stealing a bike. These are all very illegal skills that I'll be learning today.
Wait a minute, did he just bust through a window with his hand? That's criminal activity.
There's one problem.
Okay.
I'm no criminal. And like almost everyone, I've been a victim of these crimes myself. The worst one being my favorite Spider-Man bike being stolen from me when I was just 7. And trust me, it sucked. But hey, I'm mature and you can't hold on to things forever, right?
Okay. No, back when I was freshly born and I took my first breath of air, I didn't like the way it felt. I took that to heart.
Wrong. Which is why I'll be exposing the secrets of how these thieves get away with crime. And more importantly, get away with.
What did I just witness? Did he just drive straight through a garage?
And more importantly, give you some clever tricks to make sure that it doesn't happen to you. Our journey begins with a plane flight to the wonderful city of New York. And we came all the way here to meet
Of course it's New York. The pickpocketing area.
Very important man. What's going on? This is Marias, and believe it or not, he's a professional pickpocket. He travels the world doing performances and has mastered the art of stealing from your pockets without you noticing. And
I don't really think that's much of a flex.
He's gonna teach me how to pickpocket.
Hey, follow the Twitch. Link in description.
I noticed this. What is this? What do you have in here? So what do you have in there?
Just a microphone.
Then that's how you lose your glasses. That happened really fast.
Yeah. And now that I had become one of Madias's victims.
Wait a minute, I didn't even see that right?
That happened really fast.
Yeah. And now that I had become one of Madias's victims.
Wait a minute. Did he go straight out of his hoodie? I thought he was going for his.
It was time to learn how he does it. He told me there was 3 different ways thieves steal your belongings, starting with the distraction method.
But it's like, let's say that I have an address on the phone, and I go, hey, can you tell me like where it is? This one? And then they go like really like aggressive and then they take it.
Yeah. Madias then showed me the second method, which is called the bump and
how do you just just snatch it, then run? Like, I'm just asking because I'm curious. Yes. Very curious.
Let's say that you are walking and then somebody's like, oh, excuse me.
Oh yeah.
Then they take it.
I didn't even feel that. And finally, he showed me the third and final method. The phone on the table method. This method requires their phone to be on a table and something to use as cover.
Basically, you come and then you open this right in front of them. You will just come here with these 2 fingers. You will hold it and then lift it and take it away.
And now that I had the info I needed, we said goodbye to Madias.
It was a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
By the way, here's your phone.
Oh, thanks. On my flight home, I crafted a master plan to attempt to pickpocket for myself. My goal is simple: steal one of my friends' phones without them noticing. So I was able to set up 3 situations with 3 of my unsuspecting friends as the victims, starting with our first victim and my friend Kaden. Thanks to his girlfriend, we were able to set him up at a local mall.
Guys, don't freak out. It's just me. But Kaden doesn't know that. In fact, Kaden's right behind those mall doors right now, and he thinks he's just shopping.
What mall do you think that they're at?
But little does he know, when he walks out those doors, I'm gonna stop him in his tracks and attempt to pickpocket him. This is only our first attempt of 3, so hopefully I can get it on the first try.
And so I got in my position, knowing that Kaden and his girlfriend could walk through those doors at any second. As I waited, the nervousness really started to set in. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't doubting myself just a little bit here, but before I even knew it, Kaden walked through the doors and I had to make my move.
What are you talking about?
Do you know?
Sorry, I can't. I'm really hungry.
Do you know?
Dude, leave me alone.
I'm leaving.
What's your deal?
It's just me.
What the is your deal? Oh my.
Did you actually not know me?
Bruh, that would have happened anywhere else. Oh, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, please.
No, I did not know you. You're some weirdo trying to go in my pocket.
And so our first attempt was pretty unsuccessful. It seemed like the whole distraction method was just way too complicated, but maybe I can pull off the second method, which is the bump and run method. With the help of my friend Austin, I was able to set up our next victim, my friend Ben. Okay, everything is ready to go. Ben is in that building directly behind me. He thinks he's just shopping, but soon he's gonna be pickpocketed. Hopefully. This is the second to last chance we have, so if I mess this up, I basically only have one more chance left. I'm just extremely nervous, and
seems pretty simple. Just don't mess up.
I mean, we gotta get going, so if you can't tell, I'm incredibly nervous. After that last attempt, I can't say that I'm very confident in this one, but I was able to spot Ben, and I didn't want to waste too much time, so I went in for the kill.
Made it. Oh.
Left a straight up gap in his pocket.
That's embarrassing. So apparently Ben's left-handed, which means his phone is in his left pocket. Really wish I knew that beforehand. Somehow I didn't blow my cover, which means I could try it one more time. As you can imagine, failing like that only made me more nervous. I mean, at this point, I'm sweating.
Wait a minute, is that a whole cameraman right behind
that only made me more nervous. I mean, at this point, I'm sweating, I'm shaking, I don't know what to do with myself, but there was really no option but to try again. So I waited for the perfect moment and went for it.
Dude, my heart was like...
Dude, my heart was racing, bro. I have literally one more situation set up, and if it fails, I don't know what we're gonna do. Thanks for being a part. And once again, I was going home a failure. I only have one more chance to pull this off, so I'm hoping that this last method is actually doable. The method is the phone on the table method. So I did some scheming with my buddy Grant, and he agreed to help us set up my close friend Kellen. For this to work, we had to set him up at a local restaurant. The hope is that he puts his phone on the table while he's eating, and I can go in for the kill. I got a little bit crafty and created a sign that I'd be using to cover the phone while I steal it, just like Medea's taught me. We drove to the restaurant and I put on my disguise for the very last time.
Okay.
Yeah, nerves are at an all-time high. I feel like the chances of me pulling this off are just kind of low. Grant's picking up Kellen right now, so they're gonna be here in 5 minutes. And so I quickly got in my position and hid behind the restaurant. Just a few minutes later, Kellen arrived, but that's when I realized a huge problem. Kellen brought along his friend who wasn't in on the plan, which meant I'd have to be extra slick to make sure he doesn't notice me stealing the phone. I anxiously waited for Kellen while he was eating, and just like I hoped, he put the phone down on the table. The phone is on the table. You literally can't make this up. And that's when everything set in, and I felt unbelievably nervous, but I knew I needed to act fast. And then I remembered something that...
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it and pull it off successfully. It's not that hard. I did it all the time. Back in preschool.
I beg your pardon.
He has told me.
Confidence is way more important than the skill.
And all of a sudden, I felt this overwhelming confidence come over me. For some reason, I feel more confident than I ever have. I think I'm just gonna trust the process and I'm gonna give it my absolute best. And whatever happens, happens. And so I walked up to the table and made my move. Up, spoon.
See that?
Thank you.
Bro,
I got the phone! I got the phone! Oh my god, I got the phone! Dude, holy crap. I did it! I did it! You have no idea! I got it! I got it!
That's
this
great.
right here?
That's actually outrageous.
You can see he was frantically running around the entire restaurant looking for his phone. As hilarious as this is, I felt the need to go give it back. Yeah!
I was like, that's the craziest interaction I've ever had. Did you grab it from my pocket?
No, it was on the table.
Okay.
And just like that, we completed our goal.
See, it just gotta... I would have never happened in my opinion. That would have never happened. That's all I'm saying.
Successfully stole a phone just like the thieves. I actually learned some tips along the way to stay protected from phone thieves in the wild. It sounds kind of obvious, but it is important to stay alert and keep your phone in tight pockets. And especially don't put it out on a table. But in the instance your phone does get stolen, you can enable this setting that don't put it out on a table.
Dang, with a napkin? Professional.
If you go to an event, you should just leave your phone in the car. Or should you? Because for just 20 bucks, these can buy this on Amazon, which should allow me to do this. Oh my gosh. And then I can kind of just, and now your phone's mine. Holy crap, that was sick. Dude, my aura just went up so many points. There's another way thieves will break into your car that requires no glass breaking whatsoever. It just requires way more skill. I'm gonna see if I can learn how to do it. And it's done by using this simple little kit found on Amazon. Look, I barely know how to use a screwdriver, but apparently this is pretty simple. So to my understanding, I'm supposed to put this red pointy thing
right in here and kind of just jam it in. Kind of like, did I break it?
It's the other way.
Oh, it's the other way. So you just kind of nudge it right in there. Okay, now I have leverage. Now I'm supposed to take these black airbags and kind of just shove them into the door. And then I'm gonna do the same exact thing with this other bag, but I'm just gonna put it at the top here. And I kind of just pump air into it. And then I'm gonna use this tool here. I should be able to just shove this into the crack and unlock the car. So I'm just jamming this in. Oh, it's in, it's going. If I can get it at the right angle.
What is he learning this for? For what purpose will this bring him?
You got me mixed up with somebody else. I didn't steal no money.
I should be able to pull up on this lock here and it should unlock. It's actually really hard to get it where you want it to go. It's on the lock, dude. I just have to like pull up. No, I lost it. Oh, I'm close, I'm close, I'm close. Dude. Oh, yo, that is crazy. So for just $40, you can pretty much break into any car. All right, let's get out of here. Pass me the keys.
I don't have the keys.
How are we gonna start the car then? This is my good friend Ren. He's a childhood friend of mine, and if there's one thing you should know about him, he loves cars. And he's gonna teach me how to hotwire a car. Just don't ask him how he learned how to do it. So your task is to teach me, a complete noob, how to steal this vehicle.
All right, well, I mean, it's a Honda. It's pretty basic, so all you're gonna need is a nice contraption like called a slide hammer and a screwdriver. All you're gonna need to do is take this slide
That does not look
hammer
like a
here,
hammer.
shove it into the ignition.
Wait.
Normally put the key, you're gonna put this handle like right here, and you're gonna twist it into the screwdriver is your
Hopefully I can pull this off. Yeah, I'll be honest, I pretty much had no idea what Ren was talking about, but basically, I should be able to just screw in that thingamajigger, pop out the ignition, and start the car with a screwdriver without ever needing the keys. And if it fails and it doesn't start, I don't know what we're gonna do with the car. This is probably the dumbest thing we've ever done on this channel. So please subscribe. We're trying to hit 1 million subscribers before the end of the year.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 5K by the end of the year. Do it. Just do it.
Here we go, guys. So
Okay.
I basically had to screw this thing into the ignition as deep as I possibly could. That's going in. The problem is that once you do this one time, it kind of destroys the ignition, so we basically have one shot at this. I hope this works. 3, 2, 1.
Working and working.
And again. Then we tried a completely different method, and by the end of it, the car was completely destroyed. This was a lot harder than I initially thought. It blows my mind how effortlessly thieves pull this off. It's no joke. Over 200,000 cars are stolen per year. Pull this off.
You just destroyed a full garage. How? Are cars really built that powerful?
No joke. Over 200,000 cars are stolen per year in California alone. So if your car isn't super new, I would consider getting a kill switch. So if a thief tries to steal your car, you can simply shut it off. And hey, lesson learned, don't hotwire a car, kids. We had to get the car towed. Yeah, so from now on, I might just be riding a bike. We're in Newport Beach, a hot spot for bike thieves. And this right here is supposedly the best bike lock on the market. I'm not buying it. I mean, I guess I already kind of did, but we're gonna put this lock to the test by seeing if it can prevent my bike from being stolen. According to their website, it should last overnight. So I went ahead and locked up our bike.
What happens overnight? What happens overnight? It just breaks, disappears?
To see what happens, I left our specimen and went to meet up with a man named Joe, who's not just your average Joe. He's a locksmith. And Joe, you're gonna teach me how to pick a lock?
Yes, I am.
So I went ahead and bought 3 different locks here, starting with the cheapest bike lock I could find on Amazon. All right, Joe, start me off. I'm kind of nervous. I don't really know what I'm doing here, so.
With picking, this is your tension wrench, and that is your actual pick. You want to just basically manipulate.
Wait, where's my notebook? Where's my notebook?
This is your tension wrench, and that is your actual pick. You want to just basically manipulate the pins by raking back and forth, and then putting just the right amount of pressure on the tension wrench.
You guys got that?
Once it turns. Get a nice little position. It's gonna move clockwise, and then you just rake, put a little bit of tension, and then there you go.
You just unlocked it?
I just
Yeah,
unlocked
that's gonna
it.
be saved for later.
That was like 5 seconds, dude.
And now that I've seen a master at work, I decided it was time to try it for myself.
You're gonna use your pick to rake the pins.
Okay.
At first, I thought this was gonna be incredibly difficult, but I kid you not, in just 30 seconds.
Wait, did I just get it?
Yeah, you got it.
I got it?
Yeah, look, turn it.
What? Oh, it unlocked.
You got it.
Dude, I just got the whole lock off.
Yeah, you just picked it. That was your first pick. Took you less than a minute.
Dude, Joe,
Less than
you're
a
the
minute.
GOAT, dude.
It's honestly scary to me how easy that was, but I'm curious to see if one of the best-selling bike locks on Amazon is any harder to pick.
So this one's gonna be a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
So I started on this lock just like the last lock, and immediately it was giving me a lot more trouble.
I'm trying.
I tried to pick this lock for probably 10 minutes straight, and I even had Joe give it a shot as well. Neither of us could pick the lock, which honestly was pretty surprising.
Yeah.
I bet I
Honestly,
can.
Joe, I don't know about this one.
Although there is one massive downside to this lock. Most thieves when stealing bikes will just use bolt cutters and cut the lock in half. And so we decided to test the lock with bolt cutters and...
Oh!
Metal went through real quick.
But we do have one more lock to test, and it's considered to be the best bike.
I don't need whatchamacallit thingamabobble doobity gobble. You don't see this? You don't see this? Look at this. You don't see this muscle?
According to their website, it's a 10 out of 10 security. We'll see about that.
The keyhole is unpickable. There's not a pick set that you can use for this type of cylinder.
Dang.
So not only was the lock unpickable, but we even tried bolt cutters and it was just impossible to break. But this wasn't over. So we said goodbye to our boy Joe, and the very next morning we headed down to the beach to see if our bike survived.
3, 2, 1. Oh, it survived. The lock works.
So if I were to recommend any lock, I'd say this is definitely the one.
Today's subject.
Alright, I think we're gonna end this video here. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I promise you're gonna be strong. You're gonna be able to pick the lock. Go down in the description and follow the Twitch. And that's gonna be it for today. Peace.